Executive-Ready Risk and Sensitivity Analysis Clear English Guide. Welcome! Today we'll turn risk speak into result speak. Executives don't want jargon. They want to know how risk affects outcomes. When you frame risk, tie it to what changes in the business, customers, launches, and numbers. Show both upside and downside, not just threats. For example, a bold pricing test might risk short-term churn, but could lift lifetime value. Always connect risks to revenue, cost, timing, and reputation. Will revenue slip this quarter? Do costs spike if a supplier fails? Does a delay push us past a seasonal window? Could a misstep hurt trust? That's the language leaders act on. Start with the top 3 to 5 risks, each with a clear likelihood and impact so leaders can compare. Assign an owner for accountability. Define the trigger, the event that turns a risk into an issue, and list early warning signals. For example, declining conversion rates for 2 weeks, or a vendor missing a milestone by 5 days. Then show mitigations in place versus gaps and next steps. Be specific. Dual-source critical parts, or add rate limiter to prevent API overload. Close each risk with the expected effect if mitigations succeed or if gaps remain. Skip false certainty. Use ranges, not single numbers, to reflect reality. Present a base case, best case, and worst case so executives see the spread. For example, revenue next quarter, $9, $12 million, base $10.5 million. If adoption excels $12 million, if supply slips $9 million. Convert technical talk into dollars or time. If latency rises 50 milliseconds, we lose approximately 2% checkout conversion, about $200,000 in monthly revenue. Or, compliance review adds 3 to 5 weeks to launch. Translating risk into money and time makes trade-offs obvious and decisions faster. Begin with the core question. What most moves the result? Name the drivers tested and why they matter. Price, volume, churn, unit cost, speed of onboarding. Then explain the method in plain terms. One-way sensitivity changes one driver at a time to see its effect. Two-way tests 2 together. Useful when price and volume interact. Scenario analysis groups realistic combinations, conservative, base, aggressive, to reflect how the world actually behaves. Keep the message focused on which levers create the biggest swing and where the plan is fragile or resilient. Use crisp, decision-friendly lines. For example, a 10% price drop reduces margin by 2 PTS. That's clear, measurable, and tied to outcomes. Or, volume is the dominant driver, cost is secondary. This tells leaders where to spend effort, demand generation over procurement. Another useful line. Results are robust unless churn exceeds 8%. That sets a boundary and a monitoring threshold. Keep each statement short, numeric when possible, and linked to an action. Raise price discipline, invest in pipeline, or tighten retention tactics. Executives trust numbers when the data lineage is clear. State the source, e.g., billing system, vintage, Q3 FY25, and sample size so results aren't overgeneralized. Label what's assumed versus observed. Assumed onboarding time equals 7 days versus observed median equals 9 days. Call out known biases, e.g., early adopters overrepresented, missing fields, no contract length for legacy accounts, and any imputation or proxy logic used. Brief caveats protect credibility and help leaders judge confidence without drowning them in technical detail. Explain uncertainty without charts. Use words as confidence bands. We're reasonably confident revenue lands between $9 to $10 m. Upside to $11 million with faster onboarding. Avoid false precision. Round numbers sensibly so differences matter. Say $10.5 million if it's meaningful. Otherwise, use $10 to $11 m. Flag dependencies that could shift the range. Market demand, regulatory approvals, and seasonality. Example: holiday timing adds volatility. A 1-week slip reduces sales by approximately 15%. Clear uncertainty statements make plans resilient instead of optimistic. End with decisions, not data. Name the top mitigation to fund now and the expected lift. Add a backup supplier. Reduce stockout risk from 15% to 5%, protecting $800,000 revenue. Set go-no-go triggers so choices are automatic. If churn greater than 8% for 2 weeks, pause price test. Define the monitoring plan. The metric, cadence, and owner. Weekly conversion rate review, growth ops, every Monday. Tie actions to the timeline and budget so leaders can approve on the spot. Clear next steps turn risk from worry into control.